If you love the Selkie puff style but can't afford the high prices, today we are talking Selkie dupes. Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Welcome back to my channel. I didn't feel like we could really let the subject of Selkie go because we have been reviewing a lot of Selkie dresses lately without at least talking about a few dupes. A lot of people out there have issues buying dupe product. It's a bit of a sticky subject, so we're not really going to go too in-depth on it here. But I also know that not everyone can afford designer items, which is why so many shops will come out with something that is either a dupe or inspired by a designer item. If at all possible, I do think you should buy from the designer, but I know that's not always possible, and so dupes can be a really good way for you to feel in style and in fashion. Most Selkie dresses run in the neighborhood of $300. They are beautiful, but they are very expensive, and so if you're looking for something like a Selkie dress, this year in particular, I am seeing the puff dress design everywhere. So many shops have come up with their own version of the dress. I will say that most of them do not have quite that Selkie glam to them. They're not quite as full, the prints aren't quite as amazing, but they are quite similar, and the prices are usually significantly to slightly lower, so you will save some money with an inspired dress. For today's dresses, we're mainly going to be looking at Aliexpress dupes. Now, the reason I decided not to go with something that was like a Shein or a Forever 21 dupe is because, well, we pretty much know what we're getting with those companies. The quality is usually decent, it's not great, but it's not terrible, and the prices are usually really low. Aliexpress has been a little bit more difficult for me to navigate with the dupes. We're definitely going to try a few puff dresses today, but recently I've seen a number of Selkie styles, so we're going to see what we can find and what we can get in not just a puff dress, but in lots of different styles. All right, let's do the fun part. Let's do the shopping. So here on Aliexpress, I found a few that look like dupes, and then a few that look like they're inspired by. The prints on these dupes look really good, so I'm very hopeful, and especially because they've taken their own photos and some of them even have a video attached, that they're going to be high quality. Okay, here's one that looks like a puff dress, and it looks like it was part of the French theme. There's a couple here that look like they look like the silky type of, they're very shiny fabric looking puff dresses, so I'm gonna get these. Here's one that looks like it was one of those ruffled long shirts, has like long sleeves and then it has like a ruffly skirt around it, so I'm gonna get that one. This is a Mooca print and it looks like a puff dress. I'm kind of surprised that they did the print, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. Now this one looks like it was inspired by, because it's not a direct look-alike, but it has a Van Gogh print on it, so you can tell they've drawn inspiration, so I'm gonna get one of those. Here's one that's a puff dress that doesn't have a print that I've ever seen on Selkie, but it's pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and get an inspired puff dress. This one that I'm looking at right now definitely looks like a Marie gown. It has the ruffles and the deep V and the bows at the sleeves, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one. And then this one, it has the purple Venus-y print, has sort of a shirred bodice right here and long sleeves with a couple of tiers to the skirt, so I'm going to go ahead and get that one. Each of these dupes is running in the neighborhood of $20 to $30. I will leave the links for all of these in the description. This is a big haul. We are doing 9 dresses for $264. Now that would get you one Selkie original. So this could be a really good way to stretch your budget if the dresses are worth it. At $20 to $30 per dress, it's not a huge financial commitment if they're not that great, but hopefully they will be at least worth the money. I'm gonna ask once again that you please excuse my chickens. I don't know why they love to flock to the house when I'm making videos, but they do, and they just come to the windows, they come up where they can see, and they make lots of noise, so please excuse them. I think just about everything that I've ordered is one size up from my usual, because that's all that was available. A lot of these Aliexpress shops that I've been looking at for dupes only have straight sizes and a very limited straight size. I'm talking small, medium, large, maybe an extra large, but I don't fall into that category. I usually wear an extra small or a double extra small. So I'm hoping that they maybe run a little bit snug, but we'll see. Okay, I ordered all of these dresses about a month ago, and only 3 of them have arrived so far. But we're gonna go ahead and start trying them on today because I don't want this huge overload of 9 dresses to do all at once. Okay, the first one is here, and it has, so there's the first dress. It's a really soft, shiny fabric, and this print is actually really pretty. It looks like some kind of a watercolor print. It's really pretty. It's got a zipper on the back, and you have the top layer and then 2 white lining layers underneath. So you actually do have, I mean, it looks like it's a decently made dress. Okay, let's try this one on. For reference, before we start trying on, this is an authentic Selkie. It's a cottage puff, which means this top layer is cotton. Now it is still lined with organza, but one thing I love that Selkie did was that they lined it with an organza that matches the print of the cotton. And that, I think, is a really classy touch to their dresses. But you can see that as an authentic Selkie, it has lots of fullness in the skirt. You can see that it poofs, and even though it's cotton, it still has fullness. I think the organza have just a little bit more poof to them. But this is an authentic Selkie. This is how it fits. This is how it looks. Okay, let's do the try on. It looks really close to a Selkie to me. I didn't buy this exact Selkie style, but I think it looks pretty close. It even has, Selkie always does this center seam right down the front, and this has it. You can see it down the front. It feels really nice. It's very soft. It's not itchy. It's really nice, and I think the print is gorgeous. The fit isn't bad. It's not quite as tight as my actual size would be, but it's not super loose. It's nice. The second dress looks like it has a Venus print on it. It's pink, and it's a shiny fabric too. This is actually, I mean, it feels soft. I hope that it looks nice, and you can see this right here. You can see the Venus print. It's actually pretty nice. Like the other dress, it's got the top layer and then two white lining layers under it and a zipper at the back. I will say that this, I don't know if you can see this, but do you see all of these little fibers falling off, sticking off? They're all over. They're all over the dress. I don't know if that's bad or good or to be expected. It just is what it is. Okay, let's try this one on. Apart from the fact that this has these little fibers shedding, this is a really pretty dress. It still has a little bit of the poofiness to it. I don't think it's quite as poofy, but the print is really pretty and the fabric is really soft. It actually feels really nice. And like the others, it's slightly big, but not bad. Honestly, if I didn't know this was a dupe, I would think it was a real Selkie based on the outside of it. Obviously, if you look underneath, I think Selkie does something a little bit nicer than this, but this is a really pretty dress and it's a really close version. Then you have this black ruffled shirt. I'm kind of excited about this. I've never tried a Selkie shirt, but I think they're cute. It does have a little bit of a chemical smell. These cups do have underwires in them on the shirt, and it has a zipper down the back. It's quite heavy feeling. The top is lined with a satiny sort of lining, and then you just have these two layers of skirt. So it is very heavy. I would wear this probably in winter, and it's almost summer, so this might have to sit in a box for a while. Okay, let's try this on. This one, I would say, fits more true to size. It's a size bigger than I normally wear, and I can tell that it's looser, but it's really pretty. This fabric is very soft. I think the details are really great, that it looks very, very close to the Selkie. You could wear it as a dress, you could wear it as a shirt. I think it's actually pretty nice. And for the price I paid, I think it's actually a really good bargain. I would probably have it tailored so that it would be more form-fitting. The cups I think are actually pretty good, but yeah, I would have it tailored, but for the price, it's a really great dress. Two more dresses have just arrived, still in about a month time frame. This is going to be the Mooca Puff and the Van Gogh Inspired dress. So we're going to open them up real quick, and I brought one of my Selkie Mooca dresses to kind of compare the prints so you can see the difference. I very deliberately did not let my chickens out this morning until after I'm done with my video here so that I could have peace and quiet and nobody cackling at the windows to see what's going on. So I'm learning. This is the Mooca print dress. So it's a single layer of Mooca print organza, which to me, this print looks identical to the one that I got from Selkie. But then it has a white lining layer underneath and another So it's a 2 layers of lining with this print on top. This is my Selkie cottage puff. So I just want to compare the lining of the Selkie with this dupe dress. The main thing that I notice here is that this is a very sharp, crisp print, and this is a little bit more soft and blurry. It's just not quite as sharp as this one. And if that's important to you, you need to know that it's not going to be as crisp of a print. Other than that, the fabric feels basically the same as any other organza. It's a little stiff, will need a steam, but it looks like the puff style that's very trendy right now, and I mean, it looks pretty cute. Let's try it on. This is the Mooca puff dupe. It's cute. It's really cute. It fits basically like a puff dress fits. It is a little bit loose, I can tell, but I did have to order a bigger size. And like I said, the print's not as crisp, but it's really close. The only thing I wish is that they had done a double layer of the print instead of white, but even so, it feels like all the other organza dresses that I've gotten. It's a little stiff. You will have to steam it, but it's not like, at this point, itchy or uncomfortable. Let me show you the back. Very short, very short. I actually bought some bicycle shorts to wear under these dresses because they're just too short to wear without them. And let me give you like a little close-up really quick on the print. For a $20 dress, I think it's actually at least worth the money. I'll say that, at least worth the money. It's my Van Gogh inspired dress. I'm pretty excited for this one, actually. I think the style is really cute. So, it has the Starry Night print, and then it's got a zipper down the skirt, but it's gonna tie across the back. Like this. And this has a bubble hem. If you're not a fan of the bubble hem, don't get this dress because that is short and it's going to be very prominent. Okay, let's try this on. I think this dress is really cute and it fits actually really well, even though everything was basically a size up from my usual. It fits really well, and I think the back is cute with the bow and the zipper, and the print is really pretty. The fabric is very soft. It's not itchy. It's not stiff. This actually moves and flows really well. And I've never really tried a bubble hem, but I think I kind of like it because it gives the skirt some fullness. So I think it's really cute, actually. Update on the dupe dress drama. There have been a few hiccups. One of the dresses was misdelivered to a state, it's like 1,000 miles away. Somebody else got this dress and did not send it back because that's how people are now. And so I had to get a refund on the French pink looking dress. The other dress, which was an inspired dress, made it to customs and then it got lost. Like, it has not updated in over a month, so I will very likely have to get a refund on that one because I don't think it's going to show up. Also, in the meantime, a bunch of new dupe dresses have been released, and I went ahead and ordered several of those. So I'm going to split this video into 2 parts, and I'll do the second part as soon as the rest of those dresses arrive. In the meantime, we are down from 9 dresses to 7 dresses, but the final 2 have arrived, so we're gonna open them today and see how they look. This one I'm super excited for because I absolutely love this print. The purple with the Venus and the cherubs on it is so pretty, so I'm very excited for this one. Okay, it is gonna need a steam, but the print is pretty spot on and the style is very spot on. This feels just like the same organza that I have in my other puff dresses. And it's got the 2 layers of ruffles, and then it's got a purple, feels like maybe rayon lining. The bodice is lined, and you've got this little cutout back with the zipper right here, and then elastic on the waist. Okay, we'll try this one on. Definitely gonna need a steam. Very, very wrinkled, but that's easy to take care of. Let me just start this by saying that this particular style has never been my favorite style. I've seen it look nice on people, and that's why I kind of went ahead and got it, because I thought, well, it looks good on them, maybe it'll look good on me. And maybe it does look good, but it's just still not my favorite style. I will say that the sleeves are very itchy at these elastic parts. The organza is just kind of rubbing and it's itchy. But I do love the back of the zipper here is concealed with this little flap, and that's nice. and the elastic's nice and snug so that the dress is staying put. Really, I love the print. I think the print is the most gorgeous part of this dress, but as far as dupes go, this one is definitely well made and it's a very good facsimile. This dress is supposed to be floor length. I've heard that it's not quite that long, which would be okay with me because I would kind of want to wear it to other places besides the Bridgerton ball. So let's open this. So far, most of these dresses have been from a brand called For Love Bells. This one's actually different. It's called Yvonne and Love. So I don't know, but the print looks pretty good. And it has the bow right here at the waist. Bows on the sleeves. I'm not crazy about the exposed elastic inside, but it's not terrible. And it definitely does not look like a floor length dress. It looks like maybe it's going to be ankle length on me. The inside is lined. And you have the ruffle overskirt. And then you have this lining layer and this sort of beige underskirt. So there's just basically the overskirt, the underskirt, and the lining. Not a lot of layers to it, so it's probably a little more lightweight. There's the back with the zipper. Right, let's try this on. This dress is much shorter than the version that inspired it. You know, I thought it might be ankle length. It's actually probably about mid-shin length, so it's not as long. I'm 5'6", so I'm a little taller. If you're shorter, obviously it's going to be longer on you. And it's not as full and as grand. Now, if you're wanting something grand, if you're going to the Bridgerton ball, then definitely you're going to need something underneath to make it a little more full. But because it's a little less grand, I think it would actually be more practical for me to just wear this around. And it does have the bow at the front and the sleeves, but they're just sewn on by a single seam. So if you wanted to take them off, you easily could, and it wouldn't leave, you know, shouldn't leave any marks behind. But the print is actually really nice. It feels like regular organza, so there's no difference. Let me show you the back. We'll do a little close-up of the print. So it's actually a decent dress. I mean, we're talking $30 or $40 for this. I'd say it's worth it because it's very nice. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I've definitely enjoyed doing these dupes. So far, I've had a really positive experience with most of them. That's kind of why I decided to get some more dupes and do a part 2, is because so far they've been really great and worth every penny. Well, the ones that show up anyway. I'm excited for all the dresses that are on the way. There's some really, really great ones that I hope look as beautiful as the pictures. And I hope you'll join me for that. I'm expecting that video to be ready sometime at the end of June, based on the shipping rates, like how fast things have been moving. So that should be on the way. And between now and then, if you want to subscribe, then you can stay up to date with my channel if anything new comes out. You can also follow me on Instagram or over at my blog, and I will leave the links for all these dresses and for my social media in the description. And I'll see you then. Bye, guys.